Hey, good morning, guys. It's Lopez coming at you, bringing you the details about how to exactly get started with this video project. In case you have not weren't in class to do the tutorial with me, it's really easy. The first step that we're doing, of course, we've already created our script, we've created our storyboards, and so the next step we're going to do is downloading our assets. And when we're talking about assets, those are like the characters and backgrounds that we're going to be using to tell our story. And like for example, if you're, I'm going to be doing the Aztec story. So say like in the beginning there was nothing. So maybe I'll put like space or something like that. That would be an asset, like going and looking for a space image, or talking about the various gods. Like those would be assets. So let me show you guys how to do that. It's really easy. So first of all, I've got up here my creation story that I'm going to just copy the names out of, because then I'm not misspelling anything. So I'm going to pick, actually, let's talk about the four gods here. Let's see. Let's talk about Quetzalcoatl, the god of the East. He's a major character in our story. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, Control C, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to search that in Google, search his name, and we'll see that what pops up are, if it'll pop up ever because internet. Okay, cool. So we got some stuff here. So we're looking for the images specifically. So I'm going to click images here, and then under images, I want to find ones that have a clear background, right? I want a transparent background. So to do that, oh, sorry, I'm on my Mac and I'm used to doing this on a PC. There we go. Here under tools, you're going to click tools, and what's going to pop up here are various options that you have for your search. So I'm going to change the color because I want transparent, right? So I'm going to click transparent, and what's going to pop up now are a bunch. Oh, actually, let me go back. Sorry, I clicked one on accident. Quetzalcoatl, tools, transparent. Okay, so all these have transparent backgrounds. So I really like this first one. I think it has a really cool vibe. And you can tell that it's transparent background because here on the image, it'll have like a gray and white checkerboard style. That means that the background is clear. There's no like white here. So I like this picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and right click it. And I'm going to save the image as. And I'm not on a Chromebook, but I'm just going to keep the name Quetzalcoatl. I don't need any of that weird stuff, but I do want the .png because that tells my computer what type of file it is. And so I'm going to go ahead and save that. And of course, I'm saving here on my desktop. Yours is probably going to save to your cloud. All right, so now I've got my Quetzalcoatl right here all saved up. So the next step is what am I going to do with these, Lopez? Where am I going to play with these? Well, like I told you guys, the video program that we're going to be using is WeVideo, and it's easy to get to. It's wevideo.com, and I'm not going to go through the registration process for you. It's very easy. All you have to do is log in with Google, or sign up with Google. Your Google account will give you access to this, and we have the premium version of this, so we have lots of really cool tools. But one thing that I am interested in you guys doing is making sure that you join the class with a group code, and you do that with this group code right here. Let me go ahead and zoom in on it. Hopefully I zoomed in for you guys, but it's YOFXHV41C. Again, I don't know if that zoomed in for you guys. Hopefully it did. But again, it's right here, YOFXHV41C. 4IC, and that's the code to join the class, and that way I can see your work. So again, it's very important that you join the group code, right? You add the group code in when you're doing this. Okay, so now we're here in WeVideo, and it'll probably take you to the dashboard, something similar to this, and you're going to create a new edit. So you're going to click blank edit, and that's going to set up a brand new project for you to work on. And here, don't worry about this. Just keep it under my project or something like that and start editing. Okay, so now we need to import our assets, right? We need to bring in those pictures that we downloaded. And again, get all the characters and all the backgrounds that you're going to need to tell your story. And then we're going to go to here. See, there are various tabs here. Yeah, I don't know. Chrome. Okay, so these tabs right here are where you're going to bring things in at. The star here is like pre-made videos, like all kinds of like favorites and stuff like that. Here and this one, the folder with the star, not just the star, is where you're actually going to be importing media. This is media that I have imported. Like you can tell, there's a picture of me with my dreadlocks, and here's a video that I did. And what you're going to do is to import things. You're going to use this cloud with the up button. You can also record video and audio here. We're not doing that in this particular case. So we're going to upload our assets right here. We're going to click the cloud with the upload button. And we can drag and drop the media, or we can browse to find them. I'm going to drag and drop because I've got mine right here. So I'm going to drag my Quetzalcoatl up there. And sure enough, there I've got my Quetzalcoatl. But Lopez has got a black background. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be a thing. Okay, so it's currently down. It's currently putting it in. It's uploading it, so it's in now. Oh man, that button. So let's find a background. Say we want a background. Say we hadn't imported a background yet, and we can actually do that here. There's a lot. Oh, these are transitions. Here are some backgrounds. So let's say I want the one that's very spacey. It looks like space. So I'm gonna look for a space looking one. Do you have to do this? No, you can absolutely import your own content, but I'm going to use this one, right? All right, so now in WeVideo down here, we have this area that's called the timeline, and it's a timeline that goes from left to right. And so like this would be the beginning of the video, this would be the end of the video. You can see there's time markers here that go along with it. Also, we're going to imagine that the camera is looking from the top down. So like the camera is looking and seeing this way. So if you want a background, the background is going to be down on video 1, and then the images would be up on video 2. You can add even more layers above it. But again, imagine it as like looking through, and this is the base layer down here. So let's go ahead and add this hyperspace. It's kind of fancy to this video here. Now the hyperspace is down in that video 1, which is the base, the bottom of the videos. So let's go ahead and hit play here and see if we can see a preview of what that looks like. Ooh, fancy. Hyperspace. Okay, cool. So now I want to put my god Quetzalcoatl on top of the space picture, right? So he's floating in space. So I'm going to go back over here to my my folder with the star. Those are the assets that I've imported. And I'm going to find my Quetzalcoatl. It's all alphabetical here. So he's going to be at the end. So I'm going to drag Quetzalcoatl onto the track right above space. All right. Now I'm going to play it to see what it looks like. Oh, how fancy. Look at that. Quetzalcoatl in hyperspace. Crazy. So anyway, that's how you import your, you're going to import your assets. So today is about you importing assets, finding the assets online and importing. Now, you may find pictures that don't have blank backgrounds. Maybe it's white, maybe it's black or something like that, and you need to do something to fix that. What you're going to do is go to this website called Pixlr, Pixlr.com. And Pixlr is a photo editing software very similar to Photoshop. So let's I'm going to go ahead and bring in an image. Oh, and of course I'm, Lopez being silly here because I didn't think before I did this. So I'm going to go to Pixlr.com, so just to show you guys what it's like. Again, the same thing, you log in with Google. You don't need to create a new account. Your Google login will get you there again. And so I'm going to open the Pixlr editor down here. I've already logged in, so it's not going to ask me to log in again, but it's going to ask you to log in again. Do it with just your Google login, and make sure that when it asks you if it can access your cloud, that it's okay. So I'm going to open an image from computer because I've already got the image that I want. Now it's going to ask me where it's at. So the one I'm going to download, I'm going to use is the picture of the god of the underworld, the crocodile, right? That eats everybody else. All the gods and stuff that are being created, and the earth eventually floats on. So here I got this picture, and you see it's got a white background, and that's annoying because I don't want a white background on top of my my hyperspace. So I'm going to click this tool right here, which is the magic wand tool. I click that, and I click this white background, and it selects all of it. Amazing. And then I'm going to hit Shift and get there's a little bit more white in here. So hold down Shift and click in there. Awesome. Now I want to make sure that this is not just the background. So I got to create a new layer in here. Actually, sorry, I messed up. I know I'm not perfect, guys. I'm so sorry, I'm not perfect. But anyway, Give me just 1 second. Okay, so we're going to add a new layer here. So I'm going to add a layer by clicking Add Layer. Okay, that's going to make this background more editable. So now I'm going to delete off all that white that's going on. Oh, first I need to unlock it. I'm sorry. See that little lock right there? You need to unlock it. Double click it. All right, then hit click delete, and boom, I've got that great background. Now I've got a transparent background. So now I'm going to get, so there's a little bit of trash up here that I don't want. So I'm going to highlight that off. Anyway, we're fine. So let's go ahead and download this. So I'm going to go File. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to save it as see there's a format here. PNG is the type of file that allows a transparent background. So I'm going to go ahead and add that as a thing. Go ahead and add its name. That's a fine name for me. So I'm going to click OK. And in just a second, it's going to go ahead and download this for me. It's going to ask me where. My desktop is fine. Your cloud is fine. But we're going to want to make sure that we upload that to our WeVideo in the same exact way. So I'm going to here go back to WeVideo. And I am going to now upload, browse and select because it went to my folder here. And this is the one that says .png. It's important to make sure you pay attention to what type of file it is. Click open, and now it's uploading. Excellent. So I'm going to add some more hyperspace in there, just for fanciness sake. Actually, no, let's add this blue smoke, whatever that is. And we've got blue smoke now. Okay, and I'm going to add my picture of the god of the underworld there. So I'm going to go back to my files that I have. And where is he at? There he is. So I'm going to add him there. Now let's look at what let's see what this video looks like. So I've got Quetzalcoatl flying in space. Ooh, hyperspace, like Star Wars. And then I've got, oh, look at that. I've got my other guy floating on blue. Now, he's way too big, and we'll deal about that. But anyway, again, make sure you import your assets today. That's what today's job is. All right? Take care.